Hello, and welcome to a video where I talk about an overlooked role of tanks in Heroes of the Storm. As you all know, tanks are designed to be the front line of any battle, and to protect squishy teammates. In order to do this, most of them are equipped with abilities that either stun or slow a target. As a tank, you must keep in mind that you are the shot caller. You decide what your team does next, whether they engage in a team fight or not. In order to make this decision, you must ask yourself a couple of questions. Is your team outnumbered? Is your team in a corner, a tight hall, or close to an enemy fort or keep? Is your team low on HP? Does your team have ultimates on cooldown? Does the enemy team have an XP advantage? Did the enemy team reach level 10 or 20 before you did? If any of the answers to the questions above were yes, then don't pick that fight. It's that easy. Not really. Judging all those things before the fight starts is not as simple as it sounds. And it doesn't sound simple at all. A good tank will assess the situation beforehand and predict where the fight will happen and under what conditions. But in reality, in most games your teammates won't know what you're thinking. They will make their own decisions that a lot of times will not be the same as yours. Luckily the enemy team is in the same position, so you're not completely doomed. But I'm not here to tell you what you already know. I promised you an overlooked aspect of tanking, and here it is. Encouragement. Positive energy. In any competitive game, morale is just as important as skill, sometimes more. And because there is no way to communicate to the enemy team and to call them fuckwits, you must ensure that your team's morale is up and that they believe that they can win regardless of how bad things look. Reminding that Valor who died 14 times that it's all good and that you can still come back even if your team's core is at 1% and your enemies keeps are still intact. What other choice do you have anyway? It's a satisfying feeling to know that you lost, but you gave your all. Not as satisfying as winning, but certainly more satisfying than giving up. I like to take it to the next level and type all my encouragement messages with caps lock. Especially when I'm playing Muradin, it seems to fit him well. Keeping your team encouraged seems to me like a tank's job because it fits the role really well. But you should do it on any role. We all know that player who gives up after the first lost objective, and after he says GG, your team is silent, but you all have the feeling that you already gave up in the back of your head. That's when positivity makes a difference, especially in a game where talking shit about the enemies is not possible. And when all the above fails, you can always spam B on an enemy corpse, or spin around with joy after you murder them. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.